Welcome to O Sabotage Games. Today we are breaking down 5 practical and race proven ways to handle pressure in sim racing. Whether it's wheel-to-wheel battles, a championship deciding final lap, or the consistent awareness of someone sitting right on your gearbox, pressure affects decision making, consistency, and even your inputs. The fastest drivers aren't just technically skilled, they're the ones who can regulate themselves the best under stress. These 5 points will help you do exactly that. Now, I do want to say before we get into the video that of course pressure affects people very differently, so how you handle the pressure in racing may not be the same as how other people handle pressure in racing. So these are just outlines, they're not exactly set in stone rules. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Make sure you stick around for tip number 5, as it is the most important one in this list. So then, for tip number 1, build a repeatable pre-race routine. Pressure usually hits hardest in the minutes leading up to the start of a race, and the drivers who cope the best are the ones who remove as much unpredictability as possible. A repeatable pre-race routine creates a familiar mental environment that allows you to settle your breathing, calm your heart rate, and ground yourself before the lights go out. Even something as simple as 30 seconds of controlled breathing can prevent you from overdriving the opening sector. Running quick checks such as brake pedal feel, steering preload, tyre temperatures, and clutch bite point helps your body lock into a natural muscle memory. This kind of routine reduces mental noise because you're not improvising your mindset, you're following a pattern that tells your brain, we've been here before. Tip number 2, separate awareness from emotion. One of the core skills required to handle pressure is learning how to separate awareness from your emotions. You absolutely need to know that a driver is behind you, gaining on you, or trying to line up a move, but you don't need to feel threatened by that information. The best sim racers run these 2 mental channels independently. Awareness covers track position, gaps, tyre state, fuel and strategy. Emotion covers fear, frustration, panic or even ego. If you allow these 2 channels to merge, your driving will become reactive. When someone closes in, your brain might start creating a story, telling you that you're losing pace or that you're about to be overtaken. Interrupt that narrative immediately. Replace it with objective information such as, the delta is 3/10, my braking points haven't changed, the tyres are still in the window. Awareness drives good decisions, emotion drives mistakes. Learning to operate from this keeps you consistent under pressure. Tip number 3. Use micro goals during intense battles. When the pressure spikes during multi-lap wheel-to-wheel battles, the situation can feel overwhelming. If you try to manage the entire fight at once, break the moment into micro goals that you can execute immediately. Focus on hitting the next braking point cleanly or getting a stable exit out of the next corner. Concentrate on maintaining the gap through one specific sector rather than the entire lap. By narrowing your attention to one clear short-term action, you regain control of the situation and avoid the tunnel vision that leads to panic inputs. Micro goals make big moments manageable, and you stop your brain from spiraling under pressure. Tip number 4, reframe pressure as information, not a threat. Pressure becomes destructive only when you interpret it as a threat. In reality, pressure is often information. If someone is filling your mirrors, that doesn't automatically mean you're at risk. It could just as easily mean they're overdriving, burning tires, or relying on you to make a mistake. It might highlight a genuine pace difference, which is simply a strategic problem to solve rather than something to fear. When you treat pressure as a data point rather than a danger, your mind shifts away from fight or flight and into problem-solving mode. Ask yourself what the situation is actually telling you and what elements you can control. Ask what the calm, rational version of yourself would do next. This reframing keeps you grounded and stops your brain from spiraling to worst-case thinking. And finally, tip number 5, anchor your driving to fundamentals, not instinct. Pressure pushes drivers into instinctive reactions, late braking, snapping at the throttle, or overturning the steering. These instinctive responses feel urgent, but they are rarely correct. The antidote is to anchor your driving to your fundamentals. Return to the braking references you trust, the consistent trail braking technique you normally use, and the corner entry speeds you know are stable. Fundamentals do not panic, rush, or get emotional. So the moment you feel pressure creeping in, fall back onto the basics that keep your driving clean and predictable. If you need a quick reset, take one deep breath on a straight, choose a single corner, and drive it with textbook precision. That one control moment usually creates a ripple effect that brings the rest of your lap back under control. So then, handling pressure is not about eliminating stress, it's about managing it so your performance remains intact and your racecraft doesn't break down. A strong pre-race routine, emotional separation, micro goals, reframing pressure as information, and anchoring yourself to the fundamentals are 5 reliable tools that top sim racers use every day. If you want a follow-up episode focused on handling pressure specifically while defending or attacking, make sure to leave a comment down below and leave a like on this video. If these tips helped you today, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. You guys are smashing it so far with the likes and the comments and the views. It's actually crazy. So thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.